Hello my friends, welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. I thank you for checking out this video, and I thank you for checking out this channel. If this is your first time here and you love professional wrestling, then my friend, I got some amazing news for you. This is the channel you want to be at. Subscribe to this channel. We post videos every single week. We talk about Raw, we talk about SmackDown, sometimes we talk about NXT. It's starting to light up a little bit with the TNA crossover. We talk about the PLEs. We do comments, we answer emails. Like, this is the most interactive wrestling channel you're probably ever going to be a part of. So the goal is to get all the wrestling fans in the world to join this channel right here. And I'm guaranteeing you will not regret it. What a stacked show we had for Monday Night Raw, from top to bottom, the beginning until the very, very, very end. My goodness, and who would have thought that the show would have started with the return of Seth Rollins? Not me. I thought Seth Rollins was going to be gone for a while, but no. Seth Rollins returned on Raw this past Monday, and the crowd went nuts, as they should. Seth Rollins is a household, big-time name. I love seeing when this guy's on the screen. Some things I've noticed that was a little different. You got a different Titantron, right? People might not think that's a big deal, but what I noticed was there was no freaking in his name, and I can't begin to tell you how badly I've been wanting that part of his name to be gone. I've always never liked the Seth freaking Rollins. I've never liked it. I didn't like how it was part of his name. If you just threw it on a t-shirt, or if there was some merchandise about it, that's fine. But it being his name, Seth freaking Rollins, I never liked it. I'm glad that it appears to be gone. It's no longer on the Titantron. The commentators didn't refer to him as Seth freaking Rollins. I think the nameplate still had Seth freaking Rollins, which is okay. This could indicate something for me. This, to me, maybe indicates a character change coming. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a gimmick change, or it could be maybe that Seth Rollins might be becoming a little more serious. I feel like he was a little less animated and goofy on Monday Night Raw. He came out... yeah, he still did a little bit of a dance, but maybe you don't want to jump right away for him changing up the character. Maybe this is kind of just like a slow turn. For me personally, I would love to see Seth Rollins as a heel. I think it's time. It's been some time now. I would like to see him as a heel, a little more serious, less dancey, less jokerish. Just a change, I think it's time for a change for Seth Rollins, and him being a heel, I think, would go a long way, especially because now you're going to have CM Punk here as a babyface, and I know this has to be a feud they want to do. That was the original plan, was Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, so I know that's coming at some point, and I think turning Seth Rollins a heel now would be beneficial, get some heat on him going into the feud against CM Punk once Punk finishes up with Drew, which I do believe CM Punk versus Drew is going to last quite a bit of time, so I think we still have some months for there, but... And man, I hope CM Punk stays healthy. I really do, because there's a lot in that tank. There's a lot of matchups I want to see, and I just need Punk to be healthy for it. But Punk for Seth is definitely one of them, and I just want Seth to just maybe go heel for a little bit, just to see how different things could be. A heel Rollins versus a babyface Uso, I'm here for that. We're going to jump around a little bit on Monday Night Raw. I don't cover every single little thing that happens. I cover a lot of the key things, and one key thing that happened was Drew McIntyre came out. He looked like he was distraught. He ended up saying he quits. He walks out. Pierce tries to stop him. We come back from commercial, and then Triple H is trying to talk to him, but Drew keeps walking away, leaves, and Drew has quit WWE. Now, I think this is a way to buy some time, because I really think they want CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam, and I think we're like a couple of months away from that, so I think we're going to buy some time here. I think Drew McIntyre will be quit. He'll be fired, whatever you want to call it. He'll be done with WWE. And I think it'll be maybe a few weeks. Maybe he's gone for a month, maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Just enough time where maybe one day on Raw, Punk comes out and he's just cutting a promo or something, and then that's when Drew comes back or something, or he attacks him or something like that, and that sets up their rivalry even further and starts the build for SummerSlam, because now, this has been months of this feud back and forth, and I think they really want to get it to SummerSlam, and I think they're just trying to find a creative way to get there without these two showing up every single week or not being there every single week. So it's a balance. I think they're trying to work it out, and I think this is a smart way to do it. Have Drew gone for a few weeks, have him come back, build the feud where you got like a month's worth of a build on top of already what's been happening, and then you got yourself, a main event level type of match for SummerSlam. How about something else that I really thought was cool? Braun Breaker, man. That guy keeps showing up every single week, and he is showing out every single week. This guy, he's proven that, to me at least, and I think he's proven to a lot of people that this dude can hang. He can hang with the best of them. He's been having great match after great match every single week. He comes out, confronts Sami Zayn. Looks like he wants to go for Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championship. Listen, I'm here for it. If Braun Breaker is going to beat Sami Zayn, sign me up for that. I've always thought, too, ever since Zayn finished up with the Bloodline, that Sami Zayn has moved himself into a main event or world title contender. He belongs in that bracket, in my opinion. I think Sami should be chasing the World Heavyweight Championship gold. I don't really want Sami in the mid-card anymore. I feel like he's graduated from that big time ever since the Bloodline feud ended. So I'm not saying he's not a great Intercontinental Champion. I love Sami. Who's always been a fan of his, but I think it's time to promote this guy, man. Let him go in the main event title picture. He definitely can hang there. He cuts the promos. He's got the in-ring work. The fans love him. There's no reason not to. Just have him there, and then the mid-card can be for other guys like Dragunov and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. You can have in mid-card title or a mid-card bracket where it's fine. You got enough people to do it. You don't need Sami Zayn there. So I'm interested to see where this goes. But I do think if it comes down to it, Breaker versus Sami, I think Breaker's getting this. How about that moment, though, when Braun Breaker was on leaving the ring and Kaiser was there, and then they both ran around the ring simultaneously at the same time, and then boom, hits him with the spear. Oh, how beautiful was that? That was timed so perfectly. Braun Breaker, man, and then the crowd barking. He is over. People have caught on. They like him. We got to do something with Braun Breaker here. No squash matches. Let's get down to business for this guy. Interesting things happen backstage. Judgment Day again. So Dom's been looking for his purple. What did he call it? His purple cowboy vest. He wants to know where it's at. He can't find it. Later on, we come to find out Liv Morgan has it, and she's wearing it. And she ends up finding him in the hallway and telling him that if he wants it back, he's got to unzip it and take it off of her. And then Dom starts to, and then Priest catches them. And this whole thing, I love it. It gets better every week for me. I think Liv, you know what? I'm starting to think, too. I think that Liv is actually going to convince Dom. I think she's actually going to get Dom to cave in. And I think Dom is going to end up falling for her or falling into her trap, whatever it is she's planning on doing. And I think that's what we're going to get. And I think and it's making me believe now too that Rhea Ripley might not be that far off from returning. I don't know. I could be wrong. And I don't know. I haven't been up to date with her progress or her rehab or whatever, but normally Rhea Ripley's feud would take months and months and months. Like I think it was 9 months I heard. It has not been 9 months. But just for the sake of it, just thinking about it, I think it lines up perfectly for Rhea to come back and these two have a feud and have their match at SummerSlam. Might be premature. I might be completely wrong on this. And I probably am. Maybe they're going to build Liv up for a while, and then Liv versus Rhea will happen later on in the year when Rhea is actually healthy and good to go, maybe around Survivor Series, or you can hold off until maybe Rhea returns at Royal Rumble, wins the Rumble, then faces Liv at Mania. Those are all options. But in the meantime, the way things are going with Judgment Day, how it's just progressing so quickly, I feel like we're setting it up here where we don't have much more room until Dom either caves in and gives in to Liv or completely rejects her and something else happens. So I don't know. We're getting close to something, and I don't know what it is. But interesting, though, how Priest confronted Balor backstage in the clubhouse, the Judgment Day clubhouse, asking what Balor was doing with the key to Liv Morgan's hotel. And Balor said, hey, I snagged the key so I can protect Dom and keep it away from Dom. And I don't know how truthful that is. I don't know. I think there's alternate plans here for Balor. I think he's got a different kind of motive. But interesting, because above Balor's head on a shelf was like the Finn Balor demon like lunchbox. And, this is not the first time that lunchbox has been there. We've seen that lunchbox multiple times backstage on Judgment Day segments, but it's like, Triple H loves that long-term storytelling and all these little hints and Easter eggs that Triple H loves to have in the background. I feel like that lunchbox is there for a reason. I feel like that lunchbox is an Easter egg, and I think it's hinting at something. And I think that Balor turn, that Balor going back to his old persona where he's got the demon in his back pocket, I think that's coming out soon. I think we're going to get that soon. And I won't be surprised if that happens in the next month or two, or maybe. No, I want to give it until after Seth versus Priest happens for sure. So we're going to see what happens there. But Balor, something's up. And he even told Priest, because Priest asked him, hey, if you win Money in the Bank, what are you going to do with that briefcase? And Balor said, I'm going to cash in on the champ. And then he paused and he said, Cody Rhodes, you can trust me, big man. I don't know. This is foreshadowing at its best, in my opinion. A couple of things to touch on real quick before we go. Otis in the Alpha Academy straight up just walk out on Chad Gable backstage, and Otis tells Gable that he's done, they're done, and they all leave. Gable is in shock, but then he quickly snaps into saying that he's going to win Money in the Bank, and he's going to do what Otis couldn't do. He's going to win Money in the Bank, cash in his briefcase, and win a world championship. So Gable is eyeing for that title, and I still don't think it's going to happen, but, maybe he'll cash in on the IC championship if he can't get that out of his head. I hope he doesn't, because I've always wanted the Money in the Bank briefcase to be just cashing in on the WWE championship or the World Heavyweight Championship like it always used to be, until Austin Theory changed it for that one random time. And to me, that lost so much steam when you can cash in on any title. No, it should be the top two titles. So if Gable did win Money in the Bank, I hope he wouldn't cash in on a mid-card title. But crazier things have happened. Both Io Sky and Jey Uso qualify Money in the Bank now that we're talking about Money in the Bank. So it's shaping out. It's going to be a good PLE again. As always, it's going to deliver. But at the very end, when Jey Uso won, he's celebrating with the crowd. Here we go. We finally got it. I mentioned it in another video. If you haven't watched my other video, I advise you to go check it out. It's a whole video talking about the Wyatt 6 showing up. I think you'll enjoy that video, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. But yes, the Wyatt 6 show up. Finally, they debut, and very creepy, very eerie, very cool stuff. They pretty much had a massacre. They destroyed everyone backstage in the gorilla position, except Triple H, and Adam Pearce, who found a way to get out of that. They weren't there. They were the only ones who didn't get touched. Apparently, they got tipped off. They knew when to leave before the massacre happened. So, one of the interesting thing though was Gable laying there. Gable laid there. He's one of the people that we could actually legitimately distinguish that was who it was. Everybody else is kind of like, maybe we saw Seth there, maybe we saw Braun. We can't really tell. But Gable, clear cut, definitely. He was there. So what they want with Gable, I have no idea. I don't know how they're going to spin it. I don't know if he's just a casualty or if there's an actual story behind all of this. So we're going to find that out coming up soon, I would imagine. In the next couple of weeks, I would think the Wyatt 6 do some backstage vignette promo type stuff, like creepy stuff like, they have been doing. And I wonder if it's going to be vague or if it's going to be specifically geared towards somebody. But hey, I'm excited that they're finally here. I just hope it's worth the wait that we all just sat here and waited months for. I appreciate everybody checking out this video. If you haven't liked this video yet, I ask that you please do. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I ask that you please do. It's a great place to be. We have a lot of great people here, always in the comments, sending emails in. I look forward to hearing from anybody and everybody who comments on these videos, and I hope you liked this one. We're going to be back with more videos. If you haven't checked the Wyatt 6 video out, I suggest you do it. It's a good video, and please leave a like on this video. It helps this channel. It helps the video. It helps this channel reach other people who aren't subscribed yet. So it would be a huge favor and a big deal for me if you did that. And until we eat again, my friends, we'll be back with another video later on this week. Have a good rest of your week. I'll talk to you soon. Stay bitter.